Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today's tag is the BookTube Real Talk Tag, and I wasn't tagged by anyone, I tagged myself. I really wanted to do it. I saw it on Damien's channel first. I'll link his channel down below because there is some tea spilled over there, and I very much enjoyed Damien's take on this tag. Now, the first question, what's something nobody told you about BookTube before you started your channel? I think the editing, no one told me about the editing, and I have to do more editing because I have a number of speech impediments, so it takes sometimes triple the amount of time most people would take for like a 10-minute video. It might take an hour and a half for me because I have speech issues. So there are times where I just don't want to film because I don't have the patience for editing an hour long for a 10-minute video, or God forbid if it's over 15 minutes, that's going to be 2 hours, 2.5 hours sometimes. Even if I plan it out, it's just a long editing process, and it is what it is. Also, I was not aware of all the drama. Honestly, when I started watching BookTube, it was 8, I'm gonna go with 8 years ago, and there was no drama. It was all about books. I think it was because YouTube was pretty new, of course, and the internet was somewhat new, and it was just a fun time, and it wasn't very dramatic. Now it's really dramatic. Why? Like, this is where I'm asking the question, why? You don't need to say that. If you have a problem, say something to that person directly. Is that weird? I don't have problems with people because I just don't take the internet seriously. And I know from growing up on the internet, like, I jumped on chat rooms when I was 12. Probably not the smartest idea at that time because I was 12 years old. However, I learned a lot, and I really appreciate what I learned on those chat rooms because I really don't take stuff too seriously, and I know when to spot a troll. Like, I see a troll, fine. You do you, boo. I'm not touching that with a 50-foot pole because just, you know, trolls are what they are and you're not going to change that. And other stuff of like safety online and what not to share about your personal life or other people's lives, stuff like that. And I see people doing what I learned not to do on these chat rooms, and it makes me cringe. And that also includes just the drama of what the internet kind of pulls out of us as human beings, because it's not just BookTube, it's just the internet in general is full of drama. And I think that's because you're not face to face with someone. You're not going to curse someone out like a lot of people do on Twitter. If you're sitting across from someone that has a cup of coffee, you're just, that's the problem that we have. It's not, we're communicating, but not on a personal, physical level that human beings need to feel good. We're just not on the internet. Number 2, what's your opinion on typical BookTube videos like wrap-ups, hauls, TBRs, etc.? It's not my place. And this is another thing that I have a bit of a problem with. People don't seem to mind their own business. They don't. Like, especially when you're not following them or subscribed to them, and you don't talk to them, and you're trying to like dictate what they're doing on their channels, either in the comments on the video or on Twitter or Instagram. I find that so bizarre. If you don't like a TBR video, you don't like a book horror, whatever it is, why would you say that to that person that you don't know? I don't get it. Like, I've seen that happen a lot, and it's a little awkward, to be honest. And I don't really have the patience or time to do any of those videos, so I don't do them. And will that hurt my channel? Maybe, maybe not. This is a hobby, you know? It's not something that I'm trying to monetize so I can live off of or having fun. Other people are having fun as well, and they can decide what they want to do. I don't have an opinion because it's not my channel, type of thing. That's where I stand. Number 3, what's an assumption you had about BookTube before you joined, and was it proven correct or no? I assumed, going back to when I started watching BookTube almost a decade ago, when it was somewhat new, kind of new, and just kind of flowering into what it is today, I thought everyone was very open and excited about books, and very open to new ideas and analyzing books for fun, and that kind of went away, I feel, because now, instead of just talking about books and analyzing books, now we're canceling books. And I don't, and I'm not on that bandwagon of canceling stuff, especially when it's not even out yet and you can't read it for yourself. I don't trust other people, so I'm not going to trust some stranger's opinion. I would like to read that poem, book, short story, or watch that film or TV show for myself. That was proven incorrect since 9 years ago, and how much it changed. So that was on me. Number 4, what's something you've done that has actually helped you grow your audience? I link all of my social media to all of my social medias. So on Twitter, I have a list of all of my links to every social media that I'm on, and I do the same thing on YouTube. I also have it in every single video. That's actually really helped, because there are people that have found me on YouTube but then go and follow me on Twitter. They have found me on Wattpad but then they go on YouTube and Twitter, things like that. Link yourself. Don't like push it in people's faces because that gets annoying, but always have a link in your description with your social medias. I think that's the most helpful. Number 5, what is a common mistake you see booktubers making, or one that you've made? I've had a problem with lighting. It's not in the budget for me to get a camera and fantastic lights or even more lamps, to be honest. There was a good portion of 2018 where my boyfriend was on mid-shift, so he was sleeping in the daytime, and I was just not going to film when he was sleeping because I didn't feel like that was fair. So I filmed during the nighttime when he was away, and that came out with really bad really bad lighting, but I still get views on them. So, and they don't have dislikes, and no one's ever said, oh, this is atrocious. At least there's that. But I don't like to look at those videos because they are a bit embarrassing. But was I going to stop filming for 6 months? Stop filming for 6 months? Or film with bad lighting? That's, you know, and I decided bad lighting. But really do your best with lighting. It does make a difference. Number 6, what are your thoughts on working with publishers and sponsorships? Do you boo? If you want money, do it, because it is pretty hard to make money nowadays if you don't have, you know, outstanding credentials. And again, I think after a certain point, because of course you need to say that this is paid sponsorship, but after a certain point, not really people's business, as in you can't start, you know, pointing fingers and saying this person, this, that is being paid. Don't watch them because they're sellouts. You know what? If someone wants to sell out to make money and pay their bills and they are still being honest, why is it your problem? Number 7, do you think BookTube is dying? No. And I don't know why this question is there. I don't have like a huge amount of BookTube friends. I'm not very immersed in BookTube. So maybe stuff is going on that I don't know, and that's why number 7 is there, but I don't think it's dying. And the last question, that's not really a question, is tag your friends, and I'm going to tag Sam, and her link is going to be in the description box. Thank you so much for watching my BookTube Real Talk Tag. If you like what you just saw, please comment, like, subscribe, and if you want to get to know me or any of my writing, all of that is in the description box below. Thank you so much, and have a great reading day. Bye!